Quantum, welcome back, and let me just go join the players quick. Hello, hello. Alright, so, let's just... Yep. Hello, Atlas. There we go. There we go. As I can now look at my bigger monitor to do this, which is nice. Because I have two... Alright, so. No, Shaggy. Where we left off, Val beat the gym quite spectacularly 2 episodes ago. Atlas and Emerald. No. You both got extremely close. Emerald got about half of the Absol's health down. And our new player, Chaos, hasn't had a go yet. Alright, hang on. Let me just... You notice your dear friend, who's always been here, Cole. Smile. Yeah, we can say that you healed all your Pokemon to max. Really happy Chaos didn't notice it. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Alright. So, you're given a Dynamax pen at the beginning. He goes, hey, look, you don't have one, yada yada, blah blah blah. Who's the first Pokemon you're going to send out? Okay. Not the other guy. Alright, so, do me a favor. Roll initiative for Mudkip. Yes. Why did that not show up for Absol? I mean, you get to go first. Absol rolled a 3. Alright, rolled a hit. A 24 hits. Roll damage. 11 damage? Well, Maybe the actual Absol. Oh god, that's terrible. None of you know what this thing's actual AC is? Or its remaining health points? But what's Jay Schlatt's birthday between? Huh? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna whisper Val because Val could technically know. But Val, how do you feel about those numbers? Yeah. Think about memes relating to Jay Schlatt. You notice this little fox runs up. Does a 19 hit? It's a chunky kip. 9 damage. Back over to Mudkip. Odds are you knock it out this turn. $12. You know what? Val's like over here. Val's like, no. I'm not with these losers. Alright, roll to hit. At 22 hits. For 10 damage, you knock out the Zorua. I'd like you to roll a perception. Every human roll me perception. Let's see, did Val find her glasses? Yep. Roll me a perception. Every human roll me perception. Yes. Okay, a 5, a 7, a 15. Yeah, it did. You got a 5. An 8. Okay, so the only one who notices this is Val. As Mudkip begins to glow. And then stops. And then stops. And then the gym leader sends out his ace. The one. The only. I mean, you know what it is. I mean, the Zorua gives it away, just because it's technically needed for turn order. However, you were the last one to knock something out. You notice his Absol turns into a flash. Almost a blur. As it then falls onto the ground and goes prone. Thereby, you advantage to hit with any regular attack. However, like Water Gun will have disadvantage to hit. I mean, you're telling him what to do. A 26. So, this is the first critical hit. So, Tackle does 1d6 plus 4. So 10 damage plus whatever you roll. So 17 damage. Which is pretty good. Absol will spend its action to get up. That is its turn. Yeah. That critical fail there might have been what saved Chaos. like, unbiasedly, this is my favorite starter. But, like, that critical failure, I can't roll. I can't choose what numbers get rolled. Alright. 13 hits. 10 damage. So you maxed that. I mean, it's starting to look worse for wear. As then Absol decides to go Wee Ball. Does a 14 hit. So yes, it meets. So you take 13 damage plus this roll. So you take 23 damage. Alright, you return Mudkip to the Pokeball. Who do you send out? It's got a better chance to one-tap the Absol. Alright. Just because technically we need to. But it is the Yanma's turn. As it does a little flip. It's already initiatived. I did that quick. So you get to choose what it does. Alright, roll to hit. I swear. A 23 hits for 12 damage. Absol seems to be hanging on by a sliver. Actually, I'm going to have this thing make a Constitution save. Pretty high DC, maybe like 15. You notice, as even though it looks like Absol should live, it faints. It did not. But I mean, it had 2 back-to-back gym battles. It would have been 3 in a row, basically. As Colbert, the gym leader, walks up to you, hands you the gym badge, and the TM for Sucker Punch. Oh yeah, Val, if you look at your human sheet, you should notice something. Alright, so it's up to these 2 idiots that lost what they're gonna do. If you look at your human sheet, then you should notice something's a little different. Specifically, your character's level. You have more health, and maybe something's coming up. Cobra walks back to the other side and goes, those other 2 should probably heal up their Pokemon. All right, you guys heal up your Pokemon, and you're also able to change any of them out if you want. You're gonna get Ratatouille and put away. All right, I was meant to do this. Hang on. Hang on. I forgot to make a sheet quick. In journals of all of you. So, where it says PC, put any Pokemon that you are not actively using below it. So you can always remember who you could, yes. You would have to drag the character sheet. So if you... No. You just... So, if you look at the character sheet, okay? You should see an option to drag them. Just tell... Huh. I have an option just to move them around fully. Okay, everybody tell me what Pokemon you're putting in the box. And then I'll just have that there. Alright. So we're going to put the Sentret away. For both of them. Okay. Damn. You want to keep the funny guy, don't you? It already is. Val. Oh, you're not talking about that funny guy? Oh. You might be able to? I've... Did you do it? Okay, because if you just send that to me, I'll put it in. Okay, but you should see an... you might not. You probably can't because it's editing stuff, like who can control it and whose journal it's in. Because I think... you mean the big guy who's a monk. Okay. So do any of you do any kind of training? Alright, have Rattata give me a strength roll. Same with the fish. Oh, thank you. Just the sidebar that says strength. Hang on. I think I can just... let's see here. Yeah, let me roll. Just don't hit saving roll. Or saving throws. Hang on. Make sure I got the right one. I'm going to delete it and redupe one. Like I did before. You can. What are you looking for in the shop? What kind of berry? Try that sheet now, Atlas. It's technically not. Okay, so. And then I would like each of you to roll whatever is higher between strength and dexterity for your starter. And that includes you, Chaos. Strength or dex, whichever is higher. So 3. Okay. No, because it's to see if something happens. Yeah. Okay. And then Chaos, whatever is higher between strength and dexterity for your Mudkip. Whoop. Alright, so. As far as you two are concerned, nothing happens. I'm just going to roll for Mudkip quick. Nothing happens to Mudkip either. Roll me a Perception Emerald. Yes. Alright. After about 12 minutes, you find the shop. And so, you find a shop that seems to be selling berries. What kind of berry are you looking for specifically? And Atlas, are you looking for anything? Alright. Correct. Okay, you also find one of those. There was one right beside the Pokemon Center. Really surprised you didn't go there first. But I'm going to finish Emerald's thing first. Alright, with the 12, because I'm just going to reuse your perception roll. The berries look iffy. As if maybe they're starting to go bad. Uh, not that you notice. Uh, I'd like Val to roll me a perception check. No. It's perception check. You feel like you saw something out of the corner of your eye. You feel like you see something out of your eye. But you like what? You turn to look, and it's not there. It seemed to have been something golden. No. Because you think you're my. Roll me an intelligence check. Actually. It's a pretty high one with that low of a perception. Yep. The big one that says intelligence. Alright. You don't know whether or not you actually saw something. But you're leaning more to your brain made something up. Give me a second. Huh, fun fact, if I do that, Alright, it is for 5 polka dollars. It is called the slightly rotting oranberry. After you eat it, you heal 5 health. And you must make a constitution saving throw or not gain any of that health. I won't tell you what the saving throw number is. Alright, you can put that where it's set, under its typing. Yep, so slightly rotting oranberry. Alright, and Atlas, what do you do? I mean, you already have potions in your inventory. Roll me a perception of what's in the shop. Okay. 21. It's a dirty 21. It's a dirty 21 because it used your modifier to be over 20. You only rolled a 17. You notice some interesting looking Pokeballs. Some that are painted all black with a U symbol on it. Some blue and yellow ones. And behind a glass door seems to be an autographed collectible. And you get the faint smell of something sweet. You don't know what's giving off the faint smell of sweet, but there is something giving the faint smell of sweet. Hey! Somebody should look at the wiki page for the mythical Pecha Berry, and read what it smells like. He looks at you and goes, "That'll be 1,000,000 polka dollars if you want to buy it." Then you see a rich man come in with a 4-legged canine Pokemon. Roll me a history. You. I, I mean, I mean, it's red and has white hair. The dog. He buys the mythical Pechaberry and leaves. Chaos. You said my name. Oh, sure. Sure. They say Umbra balls. And there's a price tag for what? I think they were 200, Val? For 200 apiece. All right. They're Pokeballs. All right, so you can add 5 Umbra balls to your inventory and take out $1,000. Do UMBRA. Emerald. So your fish seems to learn a new move. Okay, those are also marked for 200 and they're called quick balls. All right. All right. Rattata doesn't seem to learn anything. Now let me see how long this takes you to do. Okay, this after all your training and all your looking around, it's beginning to be early evening. The 4 of you, because Valve likes seeing people fail. Very relatable. So, fun fact. 4 of the 5 of us in this call technically all play. One of us hasn't been on in a week because of personal stuff. I will not say. They want to say they can. On a Cobblemon server where we're all gym leaders. I think we all enjoy, watching people walk into the gym, go, this is going to be easy, and then proceed to, get clapped. Especially by at 100% Blood Moon Ursaluna. Oh yeah, by the way, I maxed out the Ursaluna. With 100 in every stat. So, what does everybody want to do as it's now the evening? The gym is closed. Alright, roll me a strength throw with Rattata. Alright, give me a strength for Yanma. Actually, give me a dex for Yanma and strength or dex, whichever's higher for Starly. Huh. Why are some of these bugging out? So nobody's training their starters? Alright, give me whatever is higher between strength and dex for them. Whichever's higher. Whichever's higher. There we go. Alright. Roll me a perception on... for you, Atlas. I'll say you're all training on your own separate areas. You don't want to get in each other's way. 23? You notice as Mudkip Fuecoco begins to glow. And she seems to be getting bigger. Alright, so the Snivy didn't roll high enough, but Mudkip after the gym... okay. Chaos, roll me perception with your human. Yep. Also, Atlas, don't you like that first move that it has? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, it is. You notice, as you look up from looking at a rather tasty clump of dirt, your Mudkip's gone. And then you feel a tap on your knee, on the back of your knee. As there seems to be a little guy. I'd like you to roll another perception quick. No. Perception. You know who this is. It is your trusted partner, Kipper. You seem to have grown. Okay. No problem. As you hear it go, Marsh Tomp. And Atlas. As you go, hug Lucky, you hear it go. Crackler! And Emerald, yes. I'd like you to roll a strength for your human. I'll roll the strength for your Marsh Tomp. Just strength. Just strength. You notice as your hand hurts, almost as if when it makes a fist, it's made out of iron. Also, don't you like Marshtomp and Crocolore's secondary types? Emerald, do you do any training with Clover? Alright, roll dexterity or strength, whatever's higher. 18. Now roll a perception. Yes. Your character. 16. You notice as Clover begins to glow. And where a small smug bastard was, is now a slightly taller smug bastard. Can you guys not hear me, or? Ah, sorry. Well, where one smug bastard was, there is now just a taller smug bastard. Yes, you do. Some have changed, some have gotten better. Some of you, all of you have gained a secondary type. What this could mean, who knows? One of you gained a type that would have really been helpful had your Pokemon evolved when I asked you to roll a perception check. Right, Chaos? You got better moves. I mean, Atlas got a really funny move because it's one of the very few moves with dance in the name that's not a setup move. So, I'm assuming you all go to bed then with your new evolved Pokemon? There's a nice hotel, or you can stay in the Pokemon Center for free. One of you's almost broke, so. I mean, you should have 3,000. It should be with the copper pieces or CP. Yeah, it's the little box underneath. Oh, wait, you were also given a little bit of prize money for winning. I think your Marshawn's honestly a little bit smarter, too. You're like, this is the first generation of my Pokemon to go to college. I didn't even know there was Pokemon College. I mean, I feel like that'd be more for or Crocolore style. Alright, so the two of you that have lost the gym in quite spectacular fashion. The morning rolls around. You all wake up in the Pokemon Center. There's a free breakfast bar. I'm assuming Val just has her cup of coffee. That's it. Nope. Just you saying that you were going to go for a little bit. Look at that. Sorry. The one bad thing about streamer mode, notifications don't pop up and I don't get any kind of notification when I'm DM'd or something. But for the two of you that failed spectacularly, do you go to the gym the next day? Alright. Who's gonna go first? You get to fight your dad again. Your dad looks at you and goes, "And so the weakest of my sons has returned." Zorua, go. And who do you send out? All of your Pokemon are fully healed. You notice as Val's Larvitar, quite adorably, sits on her lap. Sure. And give me a minute and then I'll roll for the Zorua. Talk about egg on your face. Okay, so you get to go first. It rolled a 1 and it has a -1 initiative. 22 does hit. For 9 damage, okay. And for your second attack? Yes. It's showing right from... Huh, even the initiative was you. Did it show up this time properly? Okay. Alright, so Rattata quick attacks Zorua. $22 hits. Damn, and it seems to hold on by just a sliver. as it'll go for a scratch. I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit. As Zorua trips, rolls, and seems to have little swirls in its eyes. Without saying a word, your dad holds out the Umbra Ball and sends out the person who absolutely wrecked house against half the people in this game. The other half were perfectly fine off of sheer dumb luck of Yanma. Absol. And it is back over to Rattata. A 6 doesn't hit. Absol's turn. As it walks over to your Rattata. And as any game of cat and mouse goes, it quick attacks. Does a 16 hit. So you'll take 13 plus 9 damage, 21 damage. Did it overkill your Rattata? Damn, 3 points extra. I'd like you to roll a perception. Everybody except for Emerald. Every human except for Emerald. And Colbur. Yep. Luckily, the DC for this was 5. You notice that no matter what, when a Pokemon fainted, the Pokemon started dancing. Whatever Marshtomp did, Crocolore mimicked perfectly. It could be some sort of ability. Who knows? And Marshtomp's not a good dancer. It's like the song that goes, anything you can do, I can do better. Yes, he can. Or rather, yes, she can. Yes, she can. It's again showing you. Let me just add the turn for your guy, because it'll get to go no matter what. Yes, I added a way to make it so it did add Dex mod as a decimal for speed ties. Alright, so it's Servine's turn. Alright, roll to hit. It could just be lag. Oh wait, it's normal roll, just hit submit. I also did that for the evolutions and stuff. 9 doesn't hit. Does a 17 hit? So 13 plus 9, so 21. And you did technically go for an attack roll. Does an 8 hit? Alright, so you only take the 21 damage. Back over to Superior. I'd like to remind you, each of you have a Dynamax band. All right, so you recover 5 HP, and then roll me a Constitution saving throw. I won't tell you what number it is until you roll. The Servine. The Servine's the one that ate it. So, Servine does not gain that 5 health, but it doesn't take any more damage. It does not gain the 5 HP, though, is the biggest thing. Alright, you Dynamax. You Dynamax Servine. Roll a Perception Emerald for your human. You feel somebody glaring at you during this battle. Alright, you remember how Dynamax goes, right? You gain 5 temporary hit points. You also gain advantage on all your attack rolls, and you get to roll damage twice. Alright, so you get to click it and click advantage. 26 hits, so you do max damage, which is, what? It's something good. Yeah, 12 damage, plus you get to roll damage twice. And let's see. You get to roll damage one more time. Jesus, 21, and it needs to make a Constitution save. 14. 21's over 14, so it does get to stay up. So 21 is 19. You seem to have done massive damage to Absol. As your dad returns Absol to its ball, the ball gets bigger, and you know. Big Absol. I'd like you to roll a sleight of hand to make sure you grab the right one. Alright, so with the 10, the one you grab pops open. It's not the right Pokeball you were going for. As out pops a little apple. Also, by the way, for anybody wondering, yes, the apple is purple now. I would like Val to roll a perception check. Three. You notice as Applin, beside you, begins to vibrate, canceling out the most recent Dynamax. What? Alright, so you gotta make the Constitution saving throw again to try to get the 5 hit points this time. No, normal. It's actually punching the ground. Alright, it does not gain the 5 hit points. Again, both of those were very bad. As a Sucker Punch does an 8 hit. Alright, back to Servine. All it took was one little apple guy. Yes. A 13 hits. It's Applin's win. Alright, so that 12 over KOs. As Servine de-Dynamaxes. You notice as Applin stops vibrating then, Val. It's back. You notice as it feels warm. It feels really warm for a poison and dragon type. Your dad gives you the gym badge, and he gives you the TM for Sucker Punch and the gym badge. He looks at you and goes, well, neither of your brothers have technically beaten me before. Yeah, tell them to get their bitch asses back here. Fight me like men. I heard they joined some sort of cult. Alright, Atlas, it's your turn. Alright, and out comes, believe it or not, Zorua. Alright, roll initiative. It's up at the top. Yeah, believe it or not. Boy, Coco gets to go. What is Lucky gonna do? Alright. 24 hits. So, you one shot. That would have to be your next turn. Is just switching. As the annoying little Absol comes in. And Dynamaxes. I would like Applin to make a Constitution saving throw. To see if it has. Absol gets shrunk back down. I mean, it'll resist the attack. Does a 13 hit? What's the armor class of Crocolore? It's Crocolore's turn. Alright, so you send in Fish. That is your turn. Just putting that out there. As it flops on the... What's the exact words of the SpongeBob theme song? Alright. I was just looking for the fish part. Does a 13 hit Fish. So it'll take 13 plus 19. So 19 damage. And again, Marshtomp dances. You notice his Larvitar does a little jig every time something faints too. No, 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 no. Alright, I'd like Applin to roll another Constitution check. Or Constitution saving throw. 10? We'll give it 2 temporary hit points instead of the full 5. As Applin still feels to be warmer. And it seems to learn a new move. You notice, as, Crocolore's still getting used to its new body and, being bigger and being slightly drained by an apple, shrinks back down to normal. Sorry. Was finishing up the move description for Val's new move. As it goes for a Sucker Punch. Does a 25 hit. So you'll just take whatever damage this is. Or, yeah. You'll take 6 plus this damage. So instead of 16... no, you take 6 plus 5, 11 damage. Yep. You take half of the crit damage, and then you took half of the roll. So instead of it being 12 crit, it's 6 plus 5. You can, yeah. Alright, Crocolore's turn. A 19 hits. Seems to do a good chunk. Does a 15 hit. So you'll take half of this damage. You take 5 more damage. So you've taken 16 total damage. Val here's, how do you like them apples? And holds out Applin, which seems to somehow get even warmer. It's not like obscenely warm. 15 hits. Yes, you do have to aim to hit though. As you hold the applet up. Roll to hit. It's a far move. Yes. 12 doesn't hit him. It singes some of the hair off of his head. Does a 26 hit. So you take 6 plus 2. You take 8 damage. Nine doesn't hit. Because that's the reason I changed it to ask what roll you're giving is because then it doesn't have the second roll. However, Applin's beam seems to hit off the bleachers and hit Apsel. Roll damage. Because Applin gets kills. Hey Val. No, it does all the calculations. Hey Val, you want to know something funny? Uh-huh. Colbert walks over to you and goes, "Congratulations, I guess you won? Off of a technicality?" Emerald. Roll performance from Lucky. And just go, the fuck? A 5? It does a nice little victory dance. It's cute. You get no bonuses. You could have been inspired. Colbert gives you the gym badge. And the TM for Sucker Punch. They are unbreakable TM. Hey Atlas, you want to know something nice? You should look at your human's health. And look at your character level. Yes. It happens to be 1 level higher than before. Almost like collecting gym badges does something for your people. Colbert walks to the edge of the arena and goes, "Heal up your Pokemon. I'll allow 2 of you to fight here." You all heal up your Pokemon? I mean, there's technically 4 of you. You don't have to fight each other. Does anybody... Who all wants to fight? Alright. So all of you? It'll be... It'll be 1 Pokemon for each of you, and I'll allow you to, should the other person agree, choose your opponents, otherwise I'll randomize it. Alright. I'm going to ask in order for each of you to pick a number 1 to 4. That number cannot be repeated. We're going to start with Chaos. Val? Pick a number between 1 and 4. It cannot be 3. That's not an option. No problem. Atlas. And then Emerald gets 2. So it'll be Val versus Emerald. Is it the guy? Your Pokemon are full HP. You get to pick which one you bring. You maybe don't want to say that yet. It's the guy, isn't it? Both of you roll initiative. Val, you get to go first. Believe it or not, 23 is higher than 14. Every turn you're going to need to make him to do an intelligence check. No, you have to do the intelligence at the start of the turn. 18, he'll listen this turn. Your choice. Does a 12 hit? Val, why didn't you use the other move that you hate in Cobblemon? That only works on the first turn. Servine's turn. Does a 23 hit? Val? Alright. 11 damage. Back over to the funny fox guy. Hey, funny cat person. 16, he'll listen again this turn. Hey, Emerald, do you want to know the bad news? You did slightly over a fifth of its health. 16, it'll listen this turn. $18 to hit. So to half the damage here, so you take 8. Which is still, percentile-wise, More than what you did to Zero Aura. Back over to the Superior. It hits the ground. You would like Lucky to do a cheerleading dance? Roll a performance. It's still adorable. Alright, it does not give anything to Superior, though, to hit. Zero Aura. I get to... Yeah, you should. It's going to use this move. Striking some of the dust and getting dust in its eye instead of hitting. Servine's turn. See, Val has a move here that's not resisted that could start doing some good damage should she let it just, continually use it. Yes. Alright. You're going to attempt to Dynamax? Avalon Constitution. 15. You Dynamax, you get big, and you immediately shrink back down. As you notice, Applin gets slightly bigger. It's now up, instead of being up to like your ankle, it's up to the mid part of between the ankle and the knee. Believe it or not, it's harder to do. There's a 14 hit. Right? And then over to Zero Aura with the intelligence. No, it's just like flavoring. It's 13. It'll listen. Or you can DM me. Does a 10 hit? Servine. You don't know anything about it. You might have heard legends about something. Does a whatever Emerald rolled hit? The 2. Instead of striking Servine, it goes straight for Emerald. Does a 14 hit at you, Emerald? You take half this damage. You take 5. Because humans take half of Pokemon damage. You should have more. You only took 5 damage in total. You should have more than that. You should have this many. No, no, no. You didn't take any damage. No. It's Servine's turn. Killing the Absol. You... Zeraora. How do you win this battle? Trainer knockout or Pokemon knockout? 13 it'll listen to you this turn. He seems intrigued by your Pokemon hitting his son and, you know, making him stronger. Alright, so roll damage. So 8. But, however, your next damage that hits, you get to roll an additional d4 for. Eight. Because it's just a power-up punch into the Servine. That'll be really funny if, you know, Emerald gets hit again and takes the extra d4. You notice, as Val, Applin begins to glow, shrinks back to its regular size, as Zeraora grows. It's Zeraora's turn. Roll that intelligence. 12, it'll listen to you this turn. "19 hits. Yes. Alright, so you roll damage twice and then add an additional d4. Yeah. So 14 plus, and then d/r1d4. 1 damage. So 15 damage into Servine. It's not Max Knuckle, though, technically. Also, don't forget those 5 temporary hit points. So is Servine still standing? No, Zeraora does. Look at Zeraora's image. $15 total. Servine faints. As you notice. Do you return Zeraora to its Pokeball? No, because as soon as Zero Aura de-Dynamaxes, it falls asleep. Almost as if it harnessing that power isn't natural. Almost as if it was forced. Alright. Atlas and Chaos. Who, each of you, instead of saying it, DM me which Pokemon you're going to send out. Because I kind of knew Emerald's response was going to be that. Okay. And Chaos. Okay. Okay. So, you both hold out your Pokeballs. Or rather, one of you does. As Marshtomp comes out. And so does Atlas's. Fish. You literally just DM'd me your answer. Both of you, roll initiative. And the Marshtomp still wins. Marshtomp goes first. Yep. Alright, a nice resisted hit. So roll to hit. Yep. Alright, so it does a 10 hit Fish. Alright. Also, I do want to add the Iron Fist bonus on here for these two moves. Don't worry about it. You have your abilities. Marshtomp has its. Anyways, Fish. Thereby, you don't have to suffer the consequences of the move. Read underneath. Yes, there is. Anyways, Marshtomp's turn. $16. So you'll take half this damage. So 7 damage. Fish's turn. Back over to Marshtomp. For 7 more damage. Because we round down here. Alright, so you roll regular damage here. And should the Marshtomp live this, You now, for the next attack that you make, or the next save that you need to make, roll with disadvantage. Jesus! It didn't like taking 30 damage. Jesus! Jesus! Look at all those. Look. No, it wouldn't have. It would have taken double damage. Look at all those fours. There's 4 fours and 1 1. Alright, over to Marsh Tomp. Fish faints. I would like everyone to do a perception check as you return all your Pokemon. As you know, the gym's gonna get back in order now. Yes. Val's headphones died is why they left. If they're even here. No. They left the call because their headphones died. But they're still showing up as in the roll 20. Good thing I have access to all the sheets. Alright, so anyone who rolled over a 10. So Atlas, Emerald, and Val see the gold and white blur again. Anyone who rolled over a 15, so Atlas and Emerald, notice that it's some sort of Pokemon. And Emerald with his Nat 20, no modifier, could tell this Pokemon's coloration is different from others. And for rolling a 1 and making it a 0. There's a lot of like golden shinies, huh? 4-legged canine. So, and for the one who saw who rolled a 0, I'd like you to either roll a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw, whichever's higher, to avoid getting tackled by something from behind. A 25 will save, as you notice you feel a little bit more weight to your back as a little dog jumps up on your back. As you notice as somebody that technically you'd all recognize from the Cult of Eternatus. Walks up to you and goes, "Now I recommend giving me that Growlithe and its brother before things get ugly." This girl. The quick ball hits the Growlithe. And it bounces off of it. It might have a trainer. I'd like you to roll me a Constitution check. An 11? After about maybe 5 minutes of chasing it, you're winded. And it seems to just have endless energy. Uh, when you look up from finally not being winded, it's gone. You have no idea where it is. Does it walk on water? I'd like you all to roll a history check. Yes. As Emerald comes back. Okay. And I'll roll for Val. It's a low check. Not -1 low, but everybody but Emerald recognizes this is a species of Growlithe that, once apparently might... Oh, wait. Everyone except for Atlas. Sorry, got bad rolls mixed up. Everyone outside of Atlas remembers reading about a species of dog Pokemon called Growlithe. Some apparently came from a faraway region called Hisui, but apparently they couldn't survive in the climate of Galar. As you notice as she pulls out a dark blue Pokeball, throws it at the Growlithe, and even though the Quick Ball bounced off, it wiggles once, it wiggles twice, it wiggles a third time. The Growlithe seems to have been stolen, as it seems to have a piece of string that she pulls back to her. Hang on. What? Sorry.
Can we roll something from what we saw of the ground if it was abused or anything?
Uh, you could roll a perception.
Do we all roll perception?
I'm gonna roll perception too.
Yeah, I won't.
I'm gonna try and look at this guy. 17. I see him. I see that dog.
It doesn't seem to be abused, but it seemed to be afraid of, well, this Eternatus cult member.
Yeah, not
Okay, so then we want to go rescue it.
I want Lucky to.
I'd like you all to make Constitution saving throws.
Constitution, gotcha.
Alright? All of you survive the smoke bomb that she throws down and disappears.
Lucky do a sad dance for the sad occasion.
Oh, he's absolutely pissed.
Lucky is a dance for every occasion.
Do a performance for Lucky.
Lucky, why do you keep on getting such bad rolls in her?
Even with that 4, everyone's spirits feel better.
Yay, Lucky. Lucky's just that cute.
Can you roll another perception and try and find if it's shiny?
I mean, I don't think it's anywhere near here. Considering he ran away for like.
But maybe it like left footprints or something. We don't know.
Idea. Come on out, Starly. Alright. Sniff him out, boy.
How are you sending out your own Pokemon? How did you do that?
You can move the images onto the board. Starly perception check with advantage. So we'll use the bigger number. Yes. So, Emerald, we'll add +2 for each of them to your rolls. So 16, 18, 20. Starly comes back to you pointing to the south as it saw them running towards a cave and a mine. So nobody goes and heals up their Pokemon damage? There's a line. Starly, you ask Starly if it saw the shiny and it still points the same way. So, after about a 5-minute wait, you guys get healed up. And welcome to the illustrious Route 2. No. Sorry, that's probably because I switched screens. It's now evening. I would like you guys to roll a d20 each. Yes, just /r space 1d20. And I'm gonna roll for Val. Okay, okay. So, this you were looking for a specific number. That number, or the closest to that number. That number was 9. You notice? As all of you also hear a growl in the cave. As you see Val rush in after something. Also, Emerald, you rolled a nat 1. As you start running towards the entrance to the mine, you encounter a wild Pokemon. I mean, they can help you. I mean, it's a dino. You fought one of these before. Alright, so those 3 will go into the cave, and Emerald gets to fight a dino. Yeah, we can say you did that. Let me move Ratatouille down so I can remember personally. For the Gligar. Alright, roll initiative. Alright. You get to go first. Okay. Yeah, I figure this will probably be like the last thing. Alright, roll to hit. Are you just gonna try to like battle it out with it? Alright, so it takes the 4 damage. It's now Dino's turn. Does a 6 hit. Alright, Gligar's turn. $21 hits. Oh wait, you're using sand attack? Okay. So this will do 1d4 less to hit. So 10, which won't hit already, I believe. Alright, so it's now Gligar's turn again. 10 does not hit. It's going to go for a headbutt. Does a 13 hit? Alright, so you take 7 damage. Gligar's turn. Yeah, ground resist normal. Rock and ground resist normal. It's for the immediate next attack. Oh, so it takes 14. I thought it was... it does look weak. Maybe as if it was already pre-damaged. Alright, roll an animal handling. An 8, you throw a Pokeball at it. It wiggles once, wiggles twice, wiggles the third time. You caught yourself a dino. So, one of your Pokemon must be returned to the PC. I mean, there is one that's fainted. Alright, and that's, you go to join them in the cave then? Alright, as you guys begin rushing into the cave, it's a very dark entrance. That's where I'm going to call the session. That's where we're going to call this session. It's like the Pokemon anime. Next episode, bye bye Dino. Bye bye Starly. Shit, you. Alright, so anything to say to the nice people before we end this? Atlas? Chaos? we'll see you guys next time.